This is for my class in my university, but also there's a lot of jokes in here just so people who aren't usually watching my stuff both in music theory class and in YouTube as a whole could just enjoy the video altogether. So I make some jokes, some can be really bad, some can be pretty funny, at most probably mildly, but that's besides the point. Just I hope you enjoy the video and I hope I get a good grade. Hello, my name is Robert Lowry and this is my final project composition for Music Theory 3. This is my original composition for string quartet. It includes 2 violins, a viola, and a cello, but I hope you already knew that. My piece is titled as the Order Sonata because I was ordered to compose this and transpose for a final project. Some references I use for the chords are Lacrimosa by Mozart, as well as The Death and the Maiden by Schubert. My piece is in sonata form, but we'll get into that after I saw a bit more on time. The first theme is in C sharp minor, but the intro of the piece starts in G minor. That's a tritone away from the original key. If you don't know what a tritone is, just look it up. If you don't have internet right now for whatever reason, it is the augmented fourth away from the root. The secondary theme is in D minor. These two themes contrast in 2 different ways. D minor is a flat key while C sharp minor is in a sharp key. The other reason for why these contrast will be told at this timestamp on the screen. So don't worry, you won't miss too much info. To first get into this piece, we have to know more than just the pitches of the song. We gotta go into deep description of what a structural phenomena is. So here's the definition right here. Structural phenomena is the music structure with pitches aside. That's all you really need to know, so let's just go through the next section. Alright, so we're on paint. Since I got carpal tunnel through typing and that one slide. So here are the elements of my structural phenomena. The meter is the perfect 4/4, the most average thing you can have. Timbre has powerful sustained notes. Register is usually spread out per voice. The density it can be as empty as my soul and as full as the homework tray on my desk. Texture is basically consistent throughout the entire piece. The motive changes between the 2 melodies, but it's dependent on the section, but we'll get into the melodies afterwards. Tonality is in C sharp minor and D minor with G minor in the intro, just a little sprinkle of it there. Cadence ends in a PAC, although there is some half cadences in there too. Harmony, very chromatic, chromatically red pill if I may add. Tempo, fast, then slow, fast again, and then slow again. Rhythm can range up the whole notes, the 16th notes. There are 2 melodies, as I said before. And finally, the volume can be moderately soft to pretty loud, but not really. Now let's get to the form of the entire piece. Alright, the exposition is known for being the first portion of a sonata, having 2 themes and a transition right here. But it's optional for an intro to be in the exposition, so I did that. Don't ask why, because I don't know why myself. So the intro goes from bars 1 to 8. Starting in G minor, ending on a half cadence in C sharp minor. Theme 2 has 2 parts to it, being the first half, 9 to 16, bars 9 to 16 in C sharp minor, and ends in a half cadence in C sharp minor. Then after that, we go to bars 17 to 24 and ends in a PAC in C sharp minor. Pretty straightforward. Transition from bars 25 to 33 and ends in a half cadence in D minor. Being spicy up in there. And there's a medio cesure, and if you don't know what that is, it's basically a break in between the transition and theme 2. So pause. 34 to 42, those bars are in theme 2, and that's the first half, and it ends in a half cadence in D minor. And the 43 to 54 ends in a PAC in D minor as well. The closing section starts from 55 to 56 and ends in a PAC in D again. Alright, next is the development. It's a lot simpler since it's just the fragments of theme 1 and theme 2 in different keys and of chromatic sequences. Main point of this section is to change from the secondary key to the main key in a very stylish way. Bars 57 to 68 are all in D minor, and then they half cadence in C sharp minor. There's a lot of minors in this song, I know. It's pretty straightforward, but the last one has even less info, even though it looks like there's more info, but we'll get right into that right now. So I ran out of paint tool. I didn't even know that was even possible, but they told me I need to pay them in actual money to use more paint. So I just said no and used a spray tool instead. So it's basically the same thing as exposition, except there's a little bit of differences here and there. It's still got a theme 1, a theme 2, and a transition. But the transition right here stays in C sharp minor and goes through and ends on theme 2. The entire piece ends on C sharp minor. So theme 1 on the recapitulation from 69 to 76 in half cadence, 77 to 84 in a PAC, 85 to 92 in half cadence, and 93 to 100 in half cadence, and 101 to 114 in the PAC. And the song is then done, and you have listened to something very good, and that took all the sweat and bones I had to make. We finally made it. The actual piece of music. But I would get to it. It's just a lot of pages. Like, really a lot of pages I had to transcript. It's actually insane how much this actually took. There's 14 pages, but it honestly feels like there's like 10,000 that I had to write. All with my fingers and my keyboard and all that. All I should say about this piece is a lot of sequences in basically all the sections. One's right here, where the brackets are. Here in the development, some right here in the main theme. There's also a ton of applied chords being used to spice up the tune as well, which is the 5/double I, or the 5/flat 7, 5 of 5. There's a lot of those in here. This wasn't my everyday tune to make. It was a project I worked on that came to life. So I hope you enjoyed the music. And for the people who are here not because you're forced to watch this on a flat screen, stay tuned if you want info on my channel, since you guys have gotten me to 2,000 subscribers. So I'll talk to you guys a bit later. All right, so if you are people who are watching this that are mainly see me on YouTube, you can keep on watching. If you are the people in the Music Theory 3 or any music theory class I'm in, you could not watch. But I mean, you can if you want. I'm not stopping you. Like, what am I supposed to do? Just go. The main point of what I'm trying to say is thank you for 2,000 subscribers. The 2,000 subscribers special is coming soon. I just got to deal with my finals and whatnot, which is this week. And it should be done right after, I think the next week after that. I want to probably go blow through that. But for the themes I'm thinking of doing next, for sure, are revising the Game Over themes, Paint Master, and Jet Rock. And then I'll do whatever I think will be best afterwards. I might do some Chapter 3, 2 more stuff, but that's all I really wanted to say. Thank you for all the support and whatnot, and I'm glad to have a community in general, but also a community that sometimes when I lay in bed, I realize I do make some sort of a difference in some of you guys' you know, enjoyment. So yeah, thank you, and I hope you guys are having a great day.